Igbos destroyed Tinubu's government and caused a lot of damage, according to the sheikh from the north, that Igbos should be held responsible for Tinubu's incompetent leadership. Igbos are causing hunger and food scarcity.
The sheikh you are talking about is a poorly educated cleric, Islamic cleric, who has not seen Western education. They are all bent on Arabic, indoctrination and Islamic, what do you call it, ideology. A sheikh that is not accosted with formal education will never come out on social media and deceive members of the public successfully. So what I'm trying to say is that he is just a backing dog that backs in vain. A sheikh should go back to mosque and mind his Arabic inscription. Igbo man destroying Tinubu regime from who to whom is this question directed? See, let me tell you, we begin to study people's, voicing out, nonsense on social media. Igbo man denied his mandate by the same Fulani Muslim extremist. Mahmoud Yakub was the one that denied the Igbos this regime. And today, their handwork has turned. Their bad handwork has turned against them. The same people is saying that Igbo is the one that destroyed this regime. You should go and invite INEC chairman Yakub Mahmoud. He's the one that has destroyed this regime, because this is the regime that is meant for recovery of Nigerian nation. After being rubbished by Fulani, intensified destruction of Buhari regime. Fulani destroyed the Buhari regime, and Nigerians want to come out from that rubble and have what? Oxygen breath. And what happened is that the same Fulani rushed and destroyed this current regime, so that people will not see all the chaos, all the anomalies, all the irregularities, all the impunities committed by the Fulani Buhari regime. And today, an uneducated Muslim, Islamic cleric has come out to accuse Igbos of what? Out of blindness. See, let me tell you, the man called Sheikh or whatever he call himself is confused. He's an uneducated man. He hasn't had the foreknowledge of education. All he knows is Arabic inscription. This is a man that can decode Arabic codes, language, to the Islamic scholars. That is only what he knows. He doesn't know anything about the oil exploration in the Niger Delta region that started in 1960. The same oil he's talking about is not in his father's backyard. The oil is in the backyard of the Igbos. Coastal line of Biafra. That's where the oil that is feeding the whole country called Nigeria is coming from. So the man you call Sheikh is speaking out of ignominy. Out of ignominy. He doesn't know what he's saying. He doesn't have Western education. He doesn't know he has not seen 4 walls of university. The oil in question is not in the north. It is in Igbo land. So I don't know from where he's riding to. He's just talking nonsense. What he's talking is not making sense. Some persons will just come out and face journalists, the press, and release nonsense from their mouth. He's talking from Islamic, Arabic angle of what? Ideology. Because Igbo man has turned their backs on Islam. That is why the reason why Hausa man, Fulani man has never seen anything good about the Igbos. But I'm trying to tell you that this time around, the same Igbo has begun to educate the Hausas to come back to their normal senses. And I'm telling you, the Hausas, they are arriving gradually. They are coming to get it right gradually. I tell you that before 2027 comes, Hausa man would have woken up fully to themselves. Hausa man is going to discover himself very soon.
Yeah, and it's already happening. The bandit Tunji Bello, who threatened the Hausas to stop them from going to the farm, the Hausas are replying saying they are actually arming themselves. These are one of the things we are seeing. And the politicians are using the traditional and spiritual leaders in the north against the Igbo interest in Nigeria here. You know, currently now, we are seeing that the federal government is saying that the Biafran cause is going to be given a political attention and dimension. Does it mean that Nnamdi Kanu's release is very close?
Nnamdi Kanu is coming out because they are trying to play politics with that, so that Tinubu will use that and buy the heart of the Igbos. That is the one that releases Nnamdi Kanu, and that release might not be under duress. Even if it's under duress, it means it's going to be conditional. They are going to give him condition, which I believe Nnamdi Kanu is not going to buy into it. But if you ask me, if they ask Nnamdi Kanu any question, anything in regard of that release, yes. Because it's going to be under duress. Duress to be on gunpoint. I don't understand. And if Nnamdi Kanu comes out, I think that man is going to excel. And Biafra is going to come. So the only thing now is that the Hausa Fulani, the Yorubas, they have failed. Nnamdi Kanu is coming out very soon, politically or otherwise. And whatever it takes, Nnamdi Kanu must come out. Conditionally or unconditionally, Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. You can never stop a man from agitation. Release him on gunpoint, tell him not to talk. When Nnamdi Kanu comes, he's going to talk more than what he talked before in the past. I'm telling you, his release has come.
You have foreseen that already.
Yes.
Mr. Rav, an international analyst, and lastly, Ajuru Ngelele, you know, has resigned, citing health issues. But from what we are discovering on ground, he was squeezed out of that
place,
you know,
that position. By the like of Bayo Ononogas, the like of other publicity representative of the office of presidency, from the angle of the Lagos boys, from the angles of the current cabals that are surrounding themselves all around.
Who might possibly see him as a Biafra
yes,
too.
They are seeing Ngalale as an Igbo man. That's why they all went after him. They were against him, and the young man honorably resigned. And I'm telling you that is what is required or expected of him in the first place. Everywhere in Asorok now is Owoda, Egunja, all around is Asorok. An Igbo man, a man from Bayelsa angle, a man from Ikwere angle is not supposed to be there. It should allow the Southwesterners, the Lagos boys, the Aburus, the Egunjas, the Owoda people to take over that place. And actually, Ngalala is out. He's starting medics. It wasn't on medics basis. He is healthy, heart and healthy. What brought him out there was what ethnic bigotry. Bayo Ononoga was not happy with Ngalale. He expected Ngalale to lie down and bow down on daily basis before him. Ngalale was not responding as a Yoruba man responds. We are Igbos, we don't bow down before human beings. And we always outspoken, we tell the truth, we can never bend the truth. Because he's an Igbo man, that's why Tinubu boys turned their back on him and squeezed him out of Asorok. And the young man is excelling. It's a trending issue on the media, political platform, everywhere.
He's trending.
He will actually tell the whole world what transpired when he was at Asorok.
And from one thing he pointed out, you know, from another source we got, was that, you know, that he cannot work with a man who have no conscience. Does it mean something is actually wrong?
Something went wrong at Asorok. By the time the young man spent 15 months at Asorok, he found out that there are human beings without conscience. When we talk about conscience, we are talking about the heart. It doesn't hurt them an iota, an inch, to kill human beings, to punish humans, to turn their backs on justice. Tinubu is a man Ngalale believe is worse than a beast. He has no brain, he has no conscience, he behaves as if he's God. He doesn't see hunger as anything. He doesn't see oppression, persecution, and exploitation as a vice in the society, societal vice. Tinubu is a man Galala has, envisaged, at least mirrored, as a conscienceless being who has never seen anything wrong on acquiring all those fleets of yachts, airplane, aircraft, presidential aircraft in the midst of hunger, in the midst of bad governance. Tinubu is a man Galala has examined and understand that this man is not seeing bad economy as anything. He is inheriting, acquiring Nigerian Commonwealth into his private purse, scattered all over the United States, all over Europe and Southern Africa. So Galala began to see a demon in control of Nigerian political space. That's why he just decided to back out, inciting medical issue. He has no medical issue. He's a young man bubbling in good health. His conscience could not allow him anymore.
There is something
to sit in the midst of the wicked, to sit in the midst of people that will be likened to Nebuchadnezzar. Ngalale bowed out. He doesn't want to partake in this kind of empirical emperor like Tinubu. Ngalale don't want to stay with somebody like that. Tinubu is more than a dictator, more than a tyrant. And Ngalale has bowed out, inciting medication. It has nothing to do with medical error. Nothing is wrong with him. None of Banuga, Bayo Ononuga was the one that at least squeezed that man out of his office.
You are correct, Mr. Raf, on that analysis, because Ngalale was reclaimed that he was not allowed to take a certain decision based on the office he occupied, and every time he raises his voice to get something done,
they will shout down on him.
This Lagos will shout down on him. Sit down. Who are you? After you are being recycled from Buhari's government to this government, and that was what angered Ngalale, and he decided to tender his resignation. What does that? Is it that Tinubu's government doesn't want to see anybody around him apart from these Lagos boys, whom they have accused severally by Bode George, Ayo Adebanjo, and some other prominent people that Tinubu has destroyed the remains of Nigeria. Even the North is begging for Tinubu government change.
Yeah, there's nothing changed there. Nothing change is not going to come out of it. Tinubu has succeeded on destroying Nigeria. All we have around Tinubu are his kinsmen, clansmen, his political structures. Those that helped him did the transaction too well last year when he rigged out Obi and stole Obi's mandate. The people around him are his clans, his boys. They are called Lagos boys. These are the cabals that have surrounded all around Tinubu at the office of Asurok, and to the level that no visitors from another clime will ever succeed on breaking that protocol. If they find out you are from Igbo and you are looking for Tinubu, they will tell you to come the next year, not the next day. So what is going on now is that Tinubu is running a clannish system of government. A government that is allowed only the Yoruba elites say. The say we have today are the Yorubas. Adebanjo incited it as early as possible for everybody to know that Tinubu is not running an inclusive government, a government that allows Igbo, allows other Yorubas, allow Efik Ibibio, allow Hausa, allow Fulani. No, it's only a transactional government that allow only the people he has MOU with. Memorandum of what? Understanding. Those are his boys. Those are his what? Fellow businessmen. And those are called Lagos boys that has shouted Dangote down. Because of his refinery, they have imposed their law, rules and regulations on how that refinery could be running. And actually they succeeded by imposing and coming up with another tax of $100 million if Dangote could pay it, he will solely run that refinery. Dangote now said no. And as he said no, the presidency has invited the NNPC to take over Dangote refinery. Not absolutely, but on decision making in terms of pricing, the price of the petroleum product if refined. The pump price of Dangote refinery, Dangote is not going to come out with the accurate price to be sold, but the NNPC boys, controlled by Lagos boys, or that are Tinubu cabals that are running the current Aso Rock Villa.
Thank you, Mr. Raf, on that analysis. On a final note, how would you describe, the courage summoned by Ajuri Ngelale to move out from incompetence?
Yeah, that will tell you that that man is from the coastal line of Biafra states, the state of Bayelsa. These are the Igbos, they are so resilient, they have conscience, and they always stand on the side of what I will put here, openness and accountability. Then he did it like of Tai Solarin, who resigned from the National Bank of Nigeria, or People's Bank, in 1990s. He did it in line with Pat Nnaji, who resigned out from handling the power project in Nigeria, when of course it seemed to him that every canal surrounding him are embezzlers, public fund thieves. Pat Nnaji resigned. So did Ngalale. Ngalale actually found out that all the subordinates in Aso Rock there are Yorubas, and Tinubu is dancing the costumes that are people from his own extraction are beating to him. That's why Ngalale should just actually took the right decision, and actually he has taken the right decision of tendering his resignation letter, and today he has excelled. He is trending on the social media platform all around the world. He could not take part on this evil regime, a regime that is being run by peace. Thank you.